Best 5 ways to sell sneakers in 2023. Let's break it down. What's up guys? Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, turn those notifications on. I'm dropping videos every week, shorts on my channel, other content on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me there at AllABSneakers. I appreciate your support, and at the end of the day, all I'm here for is to help you guys resell sneakers and make the most money possible. All 5 of these methods of selling sneakers are great. Each have their pros and cons. I'm going to give you my list of each of those, and based on my opinion, I'm going to rank those in order from least great to the greatest. So without further ado, let's start with number 5, the Godab. Godab is one of my favorites for many reasons, but I have ranked it a little bit lower on the list. This year, the IRS has implemented some changes. That, along with some of these apps making changes to their selling fees, has dropped Godab to number 5 on my list. It's still one of my go-tos because I do love the platform. I like how it's set up, but some of the fees are killer. When you sell a pair of shoes on the Godab, they're taking a 9.5% fee right off the top. But then they double dip again. Whenever you go to cash out your funds, you have to pay another 2.9% to release your funds to your bank account or whichever way you'd like to get paid. In the past, resale apps like Godab have included the shipping into the cost. Now there's a $5 flat fee on every transaction that you make as a reseller. So you've got your $5 fee, your 2.9% fee to transfer your funds, and that 9.5% right off the top. After taking into consideration all of these fees, that's why Godab is ranked where it is. Still a great platform to sell shoes. I personally have a high enough seller rating to where I do not have to take pictures of my brand new shoes. I can just list those on the app, any sizes, including multiples, and I don't have to worry about taking pictures. I can list them and make the sale right away. A label is still provided to you, which is pretty nice. You don't have to shop for a label. The label's sent to you and you can print it straight from your email. You don't have to worry about the weight of the package or the size of the box or anything like that. Overall, Godab is super convenient, just high fees. That brings us to number 4, a similar app, Stockx. Stockx is the same principle, a little bit different format that I don't like as well as Godab. I think the way that the app is laid out is just a little less user-friendly, and to me, I just prefer the Godab. However, the fees do give a little leeway for sellers to make more money. When you start out on Stockx, the seller fee is 10%. They're taking 10% of your sale off the top. As you make more sales, you can earn a better seller rating. Each quarter, you have to hit a certain threshold to reach that seller rating. If you sell enough pairs of shoes each quarter, you can get your seller rating all the way down to 8%, which compared to other apps is really great. Again, like Godab, you do have that $4 seller fee that helps cover shipping on every transaction. Another good thing about Stockx is there are a couple ways that you can receive your payout without having to pay another percentage. If you use PayPal or Venmo to withdraw your funds from Stockx, you're not hit with another fee. If you want your funds transferred straight to the bank or a debit card, then you're going to pay a transaction fee. Coming in at number 3 is eBay. Now I almost dropped eBay below Go and Stockx both. After they've done their little renovation on seller fees with shoes, it kind of turned me off from wanting to sell on the app, but I like the freedom that sellers have to create their own price, create their own listing, and take their own photos. Those 3 things help you differentiate from all of the other listings and might even help you fetch a higher price. If I have the same pair of dead stock shoes as you, but I'm taking better pictures, have a more creative listing, and have a better seller account, I might get pushed up far enough in the algorithm to make my sale before you, even though mine's priced higher. As of now, if you do not have an eBay store, you're paying a 12.9% seller fee on shoes under $150, which is a lot. If you do have a store, it's 12%. Not a huge difference, but there are better incentives for selling shoes that are worth over $150. If you list a shoe for $150 or more and you do not have an eBay store, you're going to pay a 7% seller fee and 6% if you do have an eBay store. I personally do have an eBay store, and most of the shoes that I'm selling are going to be over $150. So I'm going to reach that 6% seller fee threshold. So for me personally, eBay is a little bit better of a way to sell shoes than Go or Stockx. There is another catch that eBay just started implementing, and that is their shipping labels. Now before, you were responsible for your own shipping label, which at times could be very costly depending on where you're shipping the shoes. Now eBay provides you with a $15 label. It's a FedEx label. This is their way of getting shoes to their authentication center so that they can get them to the end consumer. Some people love it, some people hate it. Right now I kind of hate it because I'm in a cook group called Bread and Butter, and in that cook group we have discounted shipping labels. We can ship anywhere in the United States within certain weight thresholds, and the deals are amazing. shipping. We have a lot of members that are paying for their membership and more just off of discount shipping labels. If you are shipping shoes with any of these seller platforms, or if you're just selling shoes on your own and you need to create labels, I would highly recommend joining Bread and Butter. Aside from the shipping incentives, we do make a lot of other call outs, whether that be on sneakers, hype sneakers, brick sneakers, and just different ways to make money online or in stores. This group's incredible. I'll leave the link to join below, so make sure you hit that up in the description. Another good thing about eBay is there is no transfer fee for your funds. They should be deposited directly into your bank account whenever the sale is complete. If you do have an eBay store and you're selling higher end sneakers, eBay might be the way to go for you. However, if you do not, you might want to lean towards Stockx, Godab, or one of the other two ways to sell sneakers that I'm about to talk about. Number 2, consign or cash out at sneaker stores. Sneaker stores are always looking for new inventory. You guys have all seen some of my videos of my crazy sneaker cash outs, whether that be the 70 pairs of Yeezys that I sold to one store or the over 80 pairs of retros and Yeezys that I sold to another sneaker store, both over $20,000 cash outs. Now that is one thing about sneaker cash outs. A lot of these stores are going to want to buy in bulk so that it's more worth it for them. They're gaining a lot of inventory and you're getting money in your pocket in return. Consignment is something that I've never dabbled in, although a lot of these sneaker stores are actually doing this online and in store. You can ship your shoes to stores like Flight Club, or you can go to the store directly. Flight Club in particular actually cross posts your sneakers on Flight Club and Godab since they own both. Once you work out a deal for the price point that you want to sell your sneakers at, they collect the fee and then you get your cut as well. The good thing about cashing out at sneaker stores is you get cash right there on the spot. And more times than not, these sneaker stores are going to be offering you close to payout or maybe a little bit better than payout that you would get on apps like Stockx and Goat. A lot of these sneaker stores refer to those apps to find the market prices of sneakers. So make sure you make good relationships with the sneaker stores around you, because you never know whenever you're going to have to push some kicks for cash. Coming in at number 1, hands down, best way to sell sneakers is in person. You can do this at conventions like SneakerCon, set up meetups on your Facebook groups, or even post sneakers on your Instagram or other social medias and see if you get any bites. If you're able to strike a deal in person, you don't have to worry about shipping, you don't have to worry about fees, you get cash on the spot, and it's very convenient for both the buyer and the seller. There's no better way than stumbling upon a pair of shoes that you've always wanted, you have the cash in hand, the seller gets their money, and you get your shoes right there on the spot. No time waiting to authenticate, no time waiting for shipping, and people are always willing to pay for convenience. Since you're avoiding seller fees and you're there in person and don't have to worry about shipping, 9 times out of 10 you can offer a better price that's going directly to the end consumer. I know whenever I'm vending at sneaker conventions, my prices are always better than they would be on Goat or Stockx because I'm avoiding almost 10 to 12% of the sale being surrendered to the apps. I've sold hundreds of pairs at conventions and I plan on continuing to do so. Plus, selling sneakers in person is free. The only cost you would ever incur would be a ticket entry at a convention or maybe a vendor table at a convention. But if you go to a big enough show, it's going to pay for itself. I plan on listing on all 3 of the apps, whether that be Stockx, Goat, and eBay here in the near future. So if you guys want to see a video on exactly how to sell on those 3 platforms, drop that in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see an in-depth video for beginners broken down to show you exactly how a sale goes on each of those platforms from start to finish. I'd be more than happy to share that with you guys. Make sure you utilize the 5 best ways to sell sneakers in 2023. Stay tuned. Thank you for the support, and do not forget, this is all about sneakers.